All praises and glory goes to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakar Kadas. Double honors to the apostles of GMS who rule well and taught me the truth. And peace and salutation to your Akim across the four corners of the globe, preaching his gospel in truth and sincerity. All right. I'm just going to do a quick lesson on the deliverance, all right, of the elect. All right, because the deliverance of the elect is going to be a beautiful day. And that's what the elect are anticipating. The return of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, the returning onto this earth, this planet, and putting all these other nations in their proper position, which is slavery, substitute, all right? To who? To the Israelites, to the elect, to the men of the Lord, all right? And in the kingdom, all Israel, all right? So let's paint the picture right here, Revelation 18:4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues." All right, and right here, a lot of times this was broke down wrong, and they got it kind of confused with, like, come out of the ways of Babylon, come out of the philosophies. No, it's not talking about that. This is a direct depiction of when the chariots come back, with Yahweh Shai and the chariots come back, being beamed up into those chariots, all right, to be saved from the perils of the ICBM missiles, the intercontinental ballistic missiles, all right. So it's saying, come up hither, all right, come into these chariots, come into safety, all right, comfort, all right, and going up into those chariots is basically like being married to the groom, all right. We're gonna be married to the groom. All right, we're the bride and he's the groom. And when we get in those chambers, hey, that's like when you go into your wife. Okay, now y'all merge together as one. So when we get into those chambers, hey man, that's when everything, all the celebration, everything starts, man. All right, the marriage, you got the wife and the husband back together again, man. Yahweh Shai, all right, and the elect back together. All right, so let's read it in the NLT. Then I heard another voice calling from heaven, "Come away from her, my people. Do not take part in her sins, or you will be punished with her." And like I said, the NLT sometimes goes off, but this is particularly really means that, hey, come up hither, get into these chambers, all right, get into these chariots, all right, with these people called UFOs, okay. So, and I want to reference, I think it's Isaiah. Oh Lord, come on, Isaiah 26:20, I believe. All right, because this backs it up, precept by precept, line upon line. All right, Isaiah 26:20. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chamber. All right, let's look up that word chamber right quick. See if we can get a clear understanding of what it's talking about. Okay.
Strong's H2315. Cheder.
All right. H2315 Hadad. Outline biblical uses: chamber, room, parlor, innermost or inward part, within. See, those chambers is a place of comfort, a parlor. All right. And guess what? We're going to be comforted. We're going to be celebrating. We're going to be singing to the Lord. We're going to be so happy. All right. Why? Because this world is done away with. This world in which the elect hate this world. The elect are praying each and every day for the Lord to come back to save us from this world. Okay. So, I mean, we're going to be excited. And then we're going to be in rulership. So now everything's going to be in righteousness, and evil is going to be done away with. As far as us sinning, these other nations are going to still sin, but as far as us sinning, hey, that's going to be done away with, right? Okay. So I'm going to read it in the NLT. Go home, my people, and lock your doors. Hide yourself for a little while until the Lord anger has passed. And what is his indignation? All right, those intercontinental ballistic missiles. And this place is going to be an overkill. So he don't need 200 million missiles to knock this place off, man. All right. He just is overkill. It's like when you shoot somebody and you realize they're dead and you keep shooting them. Okay, the Lord is like, fuck it, kill them, do away with them. All right. So, but those chambers are talking about the chariots and us going up in them when it's time for when is that time for us to be saved, man. The deliverance. Okay, the deliverance. So let's go to Revelation 11 and verse 11, I think. Okay, Revelation 11:11. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahweh Shem Yahushua entered into them. That's the wisdom and knowledge and understanding. In 1969, all right, Abba Bivens came on the scene, okay? And guess what? Guess when we started getting that, waking up from them dry bones, man. We started getting the wisdom, the knowledge, the understanding, all right, by understanding these scriptures, all right. We got the breath of life, the eye solve. So now the veil was lifted off of our heads. So now we honestly see what's going on in the world, see how wicked things are, see who Esau is. We know who we are. We know we from Israel. We know we are Hebrew Israelites. We know that the Lord is a so-called black man. We know the name of the Lord. We know our culture. We know our heritage. We know our high holy days. Okay, we learn the history. You see, all of that wisdom came back after those 3.5 days, which is 350 years, man, of slavery. All right. And after that, that's when we started to come into this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right. And it says, and they stood up upon their feet. All right. Because we got this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. So we know who we are, man. So you can't fuck us. You can't fuck us with your fuckery, Esau. All right. And great fear fell upon them which saw them. All right. The elites are fearing right now because this signifies that we're coming back to the law statutes of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, our heritage, and we know who we are. And now, hey, these elites, they know the prophecies too. They know that when we come into the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding and know who we are, they know they're going down into slavery. And they're trying to offset that, but they're doing everything to accelerate it. They're playing their role great. All right? They're playing their role perfectly. Okay? And it says, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them, okay, which are the elites and all these lower level nations, all these lower level people of the different nations, okay, all right. And it says, verse 12, and they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. They was watching us, man. All right, the same people that kicked us down and said we wouldn't sit, talked about us when we came into this truth, and then nothing in the world even mattered to us no more. We just was out here getting our daily bread, all right, for the basic necessities. All right, people look down on us. I know personally for myself, people that knew me were like, hey, man, you didn't live up to my expectation for you. You had a promising future, but yeah, you pissing it in the wind. What's happening? And they don't understand that, hey, I see a higher calling. All right, I want rulership. I want power. I want deliverance. I want Yahweh to come back so righteousness could stand. All right, that's what the elect want. The hopeful elect want that. Okay, but 2/3 of the world and other nations, they don't see that this is the ticket into the kingdom, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. They don't understand that. All right, so they count us as fools, man. And I'm gonna get that later. All right, I'm gonna read this again in the NLT, Revelation 11 and 12 on the right hand side. Then a loud voice from heaven called to the two prophets, come up here, and they rose to heaven in a cloud, as their enemies watch, man. The northern and southern elect. Okay, all right. The men of the Lord, the 144,000, man, come up hither, just like in Revelation 18. And this is our depiction of our great salvation, man. All right, it's gonna be horrible for these heathens and 2/3 of Israel. All right, that are still left around, scattered about. They're gonna see this shit too. They're gonna see this this deliverance too. Shalakia. All right. So and our enemies, hey, they're gonna be fucking scared, man. All right, because they think that we're fools for this truth. You know. Okay. So let's go to, let's see, Isaiah 31, and I'm gonna wrap this up. And let's see, and 5. All right, because the Lord's coming back. All right, it says Isaiah 31 and 5, as birds flying, so will the Lord Yahweh of hosts defend Jerusalem. And Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. So the Lord's going to save us, man. All right, defending also, he will deliver it, and passing over, he will preserve it. I'm reading the NLT. Isaiah 31 and 5, the Lord of heaven's army will hover over Jerusalem and protect it like a bird protecting its nest. He will defend and save the city. He will pass over it and rescue it. So the Lord is coming in those chariots, and they're going to be in formation like the birds, man. All right, and those chariots is going to be our protection, man. It's going to be the covering of the Lord to protect us, man. All right, so when he says come up hither, when you hear come up hither, hey, come into those chariots. This is your deliverance. This is your salvation. All right, this is what the Lord made the sacrifice to do, so that we can be redeemed back to the Father and have a great relationship with Yahweh. All right, and we can enjoy the fruits of our labors, man. Enjoy life, man, because we ain't enjoying life right here on this side. We're not enjoying pretty much nothing unless we're prophesying. All right, we covet to prophesy. Okay, but other than that, Jake and the truth don't really enjoy nothing, man. He don't really enjoy nothing. All right, and if it is a little bit of enjoyment, it's just a temporary joy. All right, it ain't real joy. Okay, it's not like when we get into them kingdom, into these chambers, man, and into the kingdom. Okay. All right. Zechariah 9:14 through 16, and the Lord shall be seen over them, and his arrows shall go forth as the lightning, and the Lord thy power shall blow the trumpet, and shall go with whirlwind of the south. The Lord of hosts shall defend them, and they shall devour and subdue with sling stones, and they shall drink and make a noise as though wine, and they shall be filled like boughs and as the corner of the altar. All right, so the Lord is coming to protect us and fuck over our enemies, man. I'm gonna read it in the NLT, and it says, verse 14, the Lord will appear above his people. His arrows will fly like lightning. The sovereign Lord will sound the ram's horn and attack like a whirlwind from the south desert. See, the Lord is coming to put these kingdoms down, to take these kingdoms down, man, and to save us, all right, in these chariots. The Lord, verse 15, the Lord of heaven armies will protect his people, and they will defend their enemy by hurling great stones. They will shoot in battle as though drink with wine. They will be filled with blood like a bowl, drenched with blood like the corners of the altar. Verse 16, on that day, the Lord, their power, will rescue his people. Just as a shepherd rescued his sheep, they will sparkle in his land like jewels in a crown. So the Lord is coming back to rescue us in those chariots, man. All right, and when we're getting taken up, hey, we're gonna sparkle like jewels, man. Like how you see the finest gold, diamond, rubies, and how it just sparkle and shine and it's beautiful. That's how the men of the Lord are gonna look in that time. All right, let's go to wisdom of Solomon right quick. All right, so we can get a better depiction of how this deliverance is gonna go down, man. All right, we already know the Lord is coming back, and guess what? He's gonna be in those chariots, and we're gonna get beamed up when he comes back. So let's go to wisdom of Solomon 5:1. And I'm about to wrap this up. All right, and it reads, Shalaki, bear with me. Wisdom of Solomon 5 and verse 1. All right, and it reads, all right, come on, man. It reads, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. Yeah, in slavery, they made no account of our labors. All the inventions, the light poles, the telephone, everything that you see that Esau takes credit for, actually, the Israelites made it, man. Esau ain't make shit, man. All right? Majority of the stuff that is keeping us going, Jake made it. And Esau took credit for it. Okay, so they don't count us. They don't honor our labors. They don't give us no glory for that, man. We built up America, all right. We built up America, all right, through slavery, and they don't give us no credit for that. They call us lazy. Okay, and then when it comes to this truth, the men of the Lord, we're in this truth. We hate the world, all right. So they're looking at us like, well, you a bum. You don't have no ambition for the world. I don't have no ambition for this world when I get up. My only ambition is to make it into the kingdom, man, and preach this gospel, man, and fear the Lord. All right? And watch myself from fucking up. Stop myself from fucking up by keeping his word, wisdom, knowledge, and going, man, inside of me. All right? Being occupied and prophesying. So, no, to the world, we look like fools. When you go on the highways and byways, you look like a fool to these people, other nations. All right? And Esau, he don't give you no glory for nothing that you do. All right? When he's done with you, he discards you and throws your ass away. Like he never knew you. Okay? And made no account of his labors. Verse 2, when they see it, they shall be troubled. See, they're going to be in great fear. They're going to be troubled. They're going to be scared with terrible fear, man. That's a harsh fear. All right? With harsh fear. And shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for. Okay? So they're going to be amazed. They're going to be like, man, how did this guy make it? He was working with me. I was his boss, man. I was the judge that put him in jail. I was the judge that had to reside over his child support case. I was the one who put him. Man, these people are gonna go crazy when they see the men of the Lord, who they accounted to be nothing. All right. See that they're being saved in this way, and the whole salvation is going to be strange to them. Why? Because they never seen no chariots fill the sky up like that, and big dark-skinned men are in it. All right, knowing that they didn't put all this hell on Jake. All right, so they're not gonna really believe it. They're not gonna be like, they're gonna be shocked. All right. And shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for. Why? Because these other nations, all right, and 2/3, they looking. These other nations are looking for to be the next superpower, man. So they think China, Russia, they think they're gonna be the next hegemony, okay, over the world like America, and that ain't gonna happen. All right, that ain't gonna happen. So this salvation or deliverance is gonna be far than they could ever imagine. They wasn't even thinking about it like this. All right, now the elites know, okay, but these other low level people, they don't know shit. All right. So verse 3, and they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision. Yeah, they was taunting us, all right, looking down on us, all right, making us do all kind of shit at work and shit like that. Yeah, we got these motherfuckers, yeah, we got them where we want them at, all right, in subjection. All right, doing slavery had us going and doing everything doing everything. All right, picking cotton. All right, whipping our ass. All right, see derision, ridiculing us. This was he whom we had sometimes in derision, and a proverb of reproach. Like, how did this nigga make it? We fools. We fools accounted his life madness. Yeah, they thought we were severely mentally insane. Okay, if you bring up the understanding of a lot of this truth to a regular normal person, they will look at you like you're fucking insane. You're saying that UFOs are going to crack the cloud and the Lord is going to be in it and he's a so-called dark man? Are you serious? That'll never happen. You a crazy ass nigga, man. You're mad. And his end to be without honor. Yeah, because they think that we just niggas, man. All right, this is a nigga, a bum. All right, he's a janitor. He is a mechanic. Who is he? He don't have no power in this world. All right, but they neglected that. Hey, we were in the truth. We were doing the work, and we had faith to do the work. So now, hey, this is the end result. This is the road that we chose. All right. So they're gonna be like, wow. How is he numbered among the children of the power, and his lot is among the saints? Like, how did this nigga make it? How? He wasn't shit. All right, and in Esau's world, he wasn't shit. He just assumed he looked like he didn't even have no ambition for anything. That's because he put all his ambition and trust in Yahweh Basim Yahweh. All right, so this is a lesson on the deliverance. Abab Abad, DTA, Kwam Yasarala.